reframe and rewire my daughter's brain that failure is a good thing. It's not a bad thing.
Wow, that's amazing because on this podcast, I admit that I've been ragging a little bit on parents and the young generation coming up who they do everything for them. They can't stand any pressure. And one failure, I mean, I give the example. I have this crazy tennis. I'm a tennis nut, and so I was doing a pickup game with this 14-year-old that was on the tennis team. And I'm running him off the court pretty much. And he's getting mad, throwing his racket down, and finally just walks off the court. And his mother is chasing him. It's okay, Joey. It's okay. If I'd have done that when I was a kid, I'd be running laps till I was 40 years old.
Right. That's right.
So it worries me. But boy, your daughter is going to be way ahead of the game because that's the whole thing, And I don't know. You remember that Mike Tyson saying, everybody's got a plan till they get punched in the face.
That's right.
Yeah, and it's what you do afterwards that tells what you're made of. So we got to take a brief sponsor break, and when we come back, we're going to ask Noble, what's a typical day look like for him? All right. So, folks, I'm down on my hands and knees begging you to check out a particular webinar or pass it on to someone who could use it. I mean, it has to do with higher education. If you're considering getting retrained because you hate what you're doing or you want a better life for yourself or your family, or maybe you have kids or nephews or nieces or even neighbors who are wondering if they should burn up hundreds of thousands of dollars and then end up broke and with mountains of debt and no marketable skills, well, you just got to watch this webinar. I mean, you got nothing to lose. It's take you about 90 minutes and everything to gain from taking a little time out and watching this webinar. And this isn't just me hawking my school. Of course, I'm interested and want you to enroll in my school, but these are high-level education people talking about how screwed up there's a screw metaphor for our show, right? How screwed up the higher education system is.